Heavyweight Joey Dawejko speaks out on the experience of sparring Anthony Joshua. He talks briefly about the rumors. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also, subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. If you want to become part of the gang, notification gang, please hit the bell icon. Now, I seen an interview on Fight Hype, link in the description, where Joey Dawejko, he's a heavyweight, upcoming fight with Murat Gassiev on the Maurice Hooker versus Jose Ramirez card. Good fight. Joey Dawejko was doing an interview, again, link in the description, where he was talking about the rumors. In case you guys live under a rock and don't know, let me get you guys caught up to speed. Anthony Joshua, former unified heavyweight champion, lost his belt to Andy Ruiz. Andy Ruiz became the first ever Mexican heavyweight champion of Mexican descent. And, you know, he's living the life, living the dream. AJ's trying to come back, you know, focus and correct. They're doing an immediate rematch. Now, after Joshua lost, there was a lot of speculation about if Joshua was mentally the same or if he was right, if he slept on, you know, because a lot of people outside of myself didn't expect this to even be a tough fight. So, you know, people are trying to put the puzzle pieces together, like what happened, what could have caused this, and different things like that. And one of the things, the rumors that came out, which I think there's some truth to, and I'll explain that in a second, was that Joey Dawejko, he's a tough fighter from Philly. He was in training camp. We do know this is true. And there was rumors that he actually hurt Joshua to some extent pretty badly in camp, whether it was knocked him out, knocked him down, you know, concussed him, hurt him to some capacity. You know, we don't obviously know the details. And Eddie Hearn and Joshua's team, they have vehemently denied these allegations. And, you know, who knows if we'll ever hear the actual truth. But Joey Dawejko was asked about this, you know, and he was talking, and he didn't really say too much, you know, kind of a code of conduct thing. And, you know, I don't fault him for that. You know, he's a working man, a family man, and he's trying to make money in this industry. And the gym, what happens in the gym stays in the gym. You know how they say what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas? It's the same thing. It's like the boxing brotherhood. So he basically pleaded the fifth and said, you know, he wouldn't do that to Joshua. Joshua's a stand-up dude, taking care of him. And, you know, he's not going to go out and explain explicitly what happened. So we have to respect the privacy, and we have to respect, you know, anything he's being held to. I do think he's been given a gag order and a non-disclosure agreement, you know, an NDA, which is pretty customary for a high-profile fighter, because obviously they don't want a bunch of trade secrets or strategies or anything to leak before their high-profile fights. You know, somebody working as a double agent or whatever. So, you know, respects to Joey Dawejko, very likable, down-to-earth person. But if you just look at it and you look at he said he was getting death threats, which is crazy. He said people were sending him death threats. Listen, boxing fans got to, like, chill out a little bit. It's definitely not that serious. But because these rumors surfaced, they're attacking him. And he's saying in this interview, he never even brought those rumors. He never supported them. He never said nothing. He didn't originate those rumors. So why are people hitting him up? And it just goes to show you the radical fan base that Eddie Hearn and Joshua had created, because, you know, anybody sending death threats online and stuff like that, that's just crazy. Nobody should have to go through that. So, you know, just watch the video. I want you guys to determine for yourself what you think happened. Obviously, this is all speculation because nobody's going to come forth. And from Joey Dawejko, I think he said is how you pronounce his last name. But the way he was explaining it, you know, it's a brotherhood. You know, I got to respect that. So I don't think we'll get the truth. He just pled the fifth, you know. He just said, I'm not going to go into detail on what happened. But all I know is I seen a video with him, and he said, I'm Joshua's best sparring partner. And then he walked up, and Joshua was burning calories on the bike. And he said, this guy's power. So, you know, we know you could put the puzzle pieces, you know, where you want and say it happened, it didn't happen, whatever, you know. But all we know is Joshua has openly respected this man's power. And I personally think that the rumor makes sense, you know, and I'm not taking anything from Andy Ruiz, but just how it all played out. To me, it makes sense. Just how the dad got mad at the end, you know. He also said in this interview that he had already been offered the Gassiev fight previously, but it never came into fruition. So he says a lot of people were speculating, you know, that he was getting some kind of trade-off for like, hey, keep quiet. Thank you for keeping quiet. We'll put you on this card now. You know, so like I said, I don't expect the full truth to come out. Whatever they did in the gym happened in the gym, so it is what it is. I'm not really even worried about it. All I know is Joshua has a tough fight, but this is what I do know. Regardless of if people want to explain what happens in their training camp or whatnot, that's their discretion. That's totally up to them. But one thing I do know is if it is in fact true, Joey Dawejko knows it. The people that were there knows it. Eddie Hearn and the team and the dad and the AJ, they know it. So these are hurdles that Anthony Joshua is going to have to overcome. He's going to have to overcome these types of obstacles mentally, because he's going back into the fire against the same man, Andy Ruiz. And now Andy Ruiz has all the confidence in the world. You know, he's living the life, having a parade on Jimmy Kimmel and receiving a different level of blessing that he never previously had in his whole career, you know, even with Top Rank. So, you know, I'm not really worried about it. We're going to find out if it was a fluke or not in the rematch. Should be a good fight. The second fight should definitely do better, since now people are paying attention to it and paying attention to Andy Ruiz and respecting his skill set. So I'm just looking forward to a good fight. Shout out to Joey Dawejko. You know, he's like I said, I can't fault a fighter. This is what happens. You don't want to get blacklisted in the game for being a blabbermouth, you know what I'm saying? And then no one, you could get all types of work, because he was talking about how he's been in Deontay Wilder's camp, Klitschko's camp, and Joshua's camp. So, you know, you can't outcast yourself. But to me, the rumor still makes sense, you know, and it wasn't really denied. It was just he's not going over it, and that's his right, you know, and I respect that right, just because this is your profession, this is your job. You don't want to do this tell-all book about what happened and what you seen and what happened and what you did, and then now you never get put on a card, or you never get paid to spar and brought in for people sparring because people think, you know, you're gonna tell all their business. So, you know, it's part of the game. I respect it, but I'm over it, frankly. You know, Team Joshua can deny it, they can admit it. It doesn't matter. Bottom line is Joshua has a rematch coming up, and it's a difficult one, and we're gonna see who makes the prime adjustments. And I'm looking forward to Joey Dawejko's fight too against Murat Gassiev. I want to see how Gassiev looks coming up from cruiserweight. So just a lot of action in the heavyweight division. And watch the interview. Joey was he seemed pretty cool. He was talking about Klitschko, how he respects Klitschko and was taken care of by the Klitschko camp and by Klitschko himself. So, you know, he just seems like a humble dude working in this game. Let me know what you guys think. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Make sure you smash the like button as always. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego. Signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego, the future of boxing.